don't know. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, okay, we're back. Second. Alright.
It's like the cat. It's like the hat kid is your canary in the coal mine. He died, and then everything went bloop.
Aren't you Shelly the Killer? Got my stream again.
Yeah.
Alright. We should be back. Alright, yeah. Alright. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, there seems to be a very large flaw in her testimony.
Oh? Then why don't we show her using what we found out with Little Thief?
I will, in due time. The escape route of the yacht Garasu that Kay was in pursuit of. Turns out that it really does lead right to Agent Sheena. What is it that she's keeping from us right now? Alright. Let me see if that was the last
That statement, you're gonna want to present some evidence.
on this statement.
No, the last one. The one where she has her shit-eating grin.
Yeah, that one. So she said, to be honest, I'm very skeptical that this girl's Yada Garasu even exists, eh? What can I use to present saying that the Yada Garasu does in fact exist? String of Eleno's testimony? No. I have, okay, 3 pages.
Well, she's saying that there's no way that the Autograsu got away. How could the Autograsu got away?
They want me to shut off the fireplace now?
Mm-hmm.
Alright then. Let's get it. This piece of evidence shows us the contradiction. I think that might be wrong. I think that might be wrong. By your silence, I assume you agree with my conclusion.
No, I just don't have a worthy response. In any case, I have some documents in need intending to.
Wow. Derp! Ah! I guess she feels that she
Okay,
has no
how
need
did I
to counter
miss-
my argument. Ugh.
Oh, right. Wrong one. You're supposed to put it on the 4th statement, not the 5th.
This one.
Yes, that one.
The fireplace on this one.
This one. Yes.
I did it.
My bad.
It's cool. You shouldn't even be helping me out that much anyhow. Being in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office is the problem with your testimony. Uh-oh.
Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all.
Agent Lang, do you recall the secret we discovered about the Alabastian office fireplace?
Huh? Oh, you mean about how it connects to the office and the room next door?
That's the one.
What about it?
Well, Alabast isn't the only country with the secret connecting fireplaces.
Wah!
Why you sound so mellowed out now? The fireplace in Mr. Cochin's office holds the exact same secret.
What?
Mm-hmm. The Autograss who didn't escape through the door to the room or the window. The escape route was
through the wall. Let's swap down now his ball.
I hate you. The escape route was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over. Oh, her wig snatch. Goggle. Now, do you see? If the Autograss had escaped into the next room, and the thief would have run straight into Agent Sheena. Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the Yatagarasu.
What is the meaning of this, Miles?
Well, would you care to explain, Agent Sheena? How you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yatagarasu, or shall I? Uh-oh. You can't see her eyes! She's about to go full insane anime man. Your claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the one Kay saw in the coat. Pretending to be the Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Koten's office and headed for the fireplace. Then you shed your coat in the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Agent Sheena. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now, or forever hold your peace. No, actually. No, you know what? She's showing, you know what? She has her hair over her eyes. She's like a hentai protagonist.
How dare you make Kay look to be the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal?
Is she alright, Lang?
Sheena?
Did her voice just break? Wait! Don't tell me she's... No, don't tell me she's who I think she is. That laugh. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I remember this irritating laugh. I'm getting chills down my spine. It can't be. But it has to be. Sheena, what's wrong with you?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. It was so funny I couldn't help but laugh.
Funny, you say?
Yeah, you would accuse me of being the Yatagarasu. The prosecutor of this country really are so very strange. Do you think you could get away with this by simply laughing it off? You think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's that prosecutor who is. Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. The Yatagarasu fled through the fireplace. Have any proof to back up your claim?
Good one.
If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the Yatagarasu's escape route. I dropped the voice changer because
Yeah, I know, because-
dropped to her first.
Yeah, I understand that. It makes sense. It's like,
That was the entire point I was doing that for.
Yeah, that completely threw me off guard. I did not expect that twist coming.
Well, here's the thing. I forgot about the twist, and I decided, oh, I'm gonna drop the voice mod when she starts laughing. You didn't say your line.
Oh, I didn't. Whoops. Sorry, I was too
It was
busy.
a perfect line to say too. Was the tone that you have me definitely changed?
Oh. Sorry, I was too busy just focusing on chat. Even though there isn't much of chat to look at. I was
What chat? No one's talking.
I just try to keep an eye out on my dashboard and everything at all times, because, you know, with the crash we just had, I just don't want anything else happening.
Okay.
I apologize.
I got it up too. I'm keeping an eye on it.
Alright. But anyways, back to this.
That's because it's been a while since I had this much fun. I think I let loose, and we can have a real battle of wits.
For an agent of Interpol who to show me the true power of the mind. It is a great honor.
Don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish broad, you know.
I know, and that is why I won't hold anything back either as I answer your question.
My question?
Here's your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in the ball was used recently. What the frick was it? We found something in that
the answer to this.
We found something in that fireplace, and I can't remember what it is.
It was a testimony.
A testimony. Spilled bubbly ink onto the back wall while burning files in the fireplace. Ah ha ha ha!
I'm sorry. But is this really your honest answer to my question?
Yes, according to Ambassador Polano's testimony, he said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Cochin.
Oh?
The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there. Hold up.
Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up.
Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Polano said that he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer's simple. When the Yatagarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. Moments of the ashes that were in Mr. Cochin's office is my proof. And just what is so funny?
Ash as proof? Are you even allowed to submit such flaky evidence in court? You still wish to fight us? Of course. Why wouldn't I?
In that case, let's hear your counter-arguments.
My counter-argument, huh? This really is just like being in court.
Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago. Isn't that right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter if we're at a crime scene or in court. Let's finish this here and now.
I suppose. I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse.
Hmm?
Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all.
And on
In my eyes, all you proved that the rotating fireplace wall was used.
True, true.
But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used a fireplace. Now can you? So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, I've already finished our very thorough investigation. We found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Coachman's office. And there you have it. My counter-argument.
That's very impressive. Just seen through to the fact that I've yet to gather that one piece of evidence.
What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in a while For a while now. If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest to us.
I imagine in the back of Kay's mind, she's thinking, I know I'm not supposed to commit murder, but...
But I...
Kay, pull yourself together. You're the true heir to the Yatagarasu name, are you not? If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off it. This chase you're running to catch the truth. You must see through to the very end.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this through the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah, there's the K I remember. With pleasure.
Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it? Sheena, please, show me you're someone I can trust. Don't worry. This will be the deciding match. You'll see.
I'm sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply cannot allow her to escape me again. There's like 2 more parts to this. She's gonna escape. 2, right?
Is she? Is she?
How many parts are left? I think we're on like part 4, right? You said there were 6?
We are on part 4, and there are 7 parts.
Oh, 7?
Yes.
How much you want to bet we can get 2 done tonight?
I don't think so, but
No?
we'll see.
Alright. Very well then, Agent Sheena. If that is your name. Shall we begin?
I'm ready whenever you are.
I don't remember her normal voice, but whatever.
Lois.
Yeah, I know. I keep slipping in and out of it.
Alrighty then.
Do you want to
So-
figure this out? Or do you want me to tell you where to go?
In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace was used. Yes, but you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace, now can you? I assume we present something on that statement?
Nope.
Then who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence.
Nope.
We don't present on that statement?
Nope.
Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation. I assume we press?
Nope.
We found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office.
This is
What?
where you present.
Wait! Not a suspicious thing. What about the ink?
The ink isn't suspicious. Ink was
If we-
supposed to be there.
Wait, no.
What was in the office? That
The
wasn't
counterfeit
supposed to be
bills. That burned, right?
there? Bingo. Bingo.
Hey, let's go. You didn't find anything suspicious at all. I highly doubt that.
But I didn't. You can even ask the other men.
I don't need to, for I found what you should have a while ago.
Excuse me?
In Mr. Cochin's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there. Kinda almost slipped up on that. Blah, blah, blah.
Warten Sie! Yeah!
Uh-oh!
That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right?
She's never seen the— No, wait, no, technically she has seen the machine. Right, the mansion. The
Mhm.
haunted mansion.
So what if it was? That's what I thought. Unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof.
How?
Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills?
No.
See? So there's nothing in that office. Nothing you can call evidence anyway.
Speaking of things that you Interpol agents have missed, I did find one more.
Your pompous attitude is unnecessary. All I require is the evidence.
Very well, then. I'll show her the hidden piece of evidence that her and her fellow Interpol agents missed. So, it was in Cochin's room, right?
Mm-hmm.
This evidence we're talking about. Okay. Where did we find this guitar pick anyhow? Open air stage,
That's
right?
not important.
This is used perfume. That's not important. Piece of string where we discovered at the Babalese embassy. I was wound up inside the grandfather's. Is that it? I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I'd like for you to look at this length of wire.
Oh, and what exactly is this supposed to mean?
A length of wire? So what about it?
I'll tell you what. We found this in the Babalese embassy not long ago.
What?
And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Cochin's office.
You found that at the scene of Mr. Coachman's murder?
So I think you'll agree now that I cannot trust you when you say the Interpol has thoroughly checked every room. And that this throws... let me read that again. And that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation.
You still suspect me, I see. Alright. I ask you to point out what part in my investigation is incomplete.
The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Sheena. And is it not possible that the reason the person Kay was chasing chose the third floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor? Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Sheena was only pretending to be investigating the Autogrossi to the point of arresting Kay. In that case, there is one location that no one has yet to inspect. The team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. No. Wait, the open air stage is right behind it?
Yes.
They already inspected the open air stage, though, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So no. They didn't inspect the room Sheena was in, did they?
It's a valid thought.
Valid thought, but is it a correct thought? Let's give it a shot. Let's present the room that Sheena was in. The location Agent Sheena is, of course, the room you claim to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Cochin's office warrants a thorough inspection.
Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use for you there.
I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe!
Yes, sir. I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out the room next to the office. Away!
I giggle every time you say that, I don't know why.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. You really think that Miss Sheena is the Yatagarasu?
Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is.
Then, I'm not gonna let her get away or ruin the name of the Yatagarasu.
Good. Don't.
But, can you prove she's the Yatagarasu in question?
If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to.
And just what are you hoping he'll find?
Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier.
An experiment? If that detective has the brains for high science...
It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yatagarasu.
And what did you find out by doing that?
First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Babalese ink.
Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway.
Speaking of his coat, did you know that the same coat he met us in?
I wasn't going to say anything about that.
Yes, but still, it's disgusting. How'd it turn green? Ugh.
Well, if you've worn the same coat ever since I was 6 years old.
Fair enough, but
I don't remember how old she was. I just picked it.
She was
age out my
13.
ass.
She
like
was 13,
right?
yeah. Anyway, but is it really worth so little? I believe that is actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I am about to prove.
Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir.
Oh, playing the pronoun game now. And what are these things that you found?
Some makeup, a coat, pair of shoes, sir. You found a coat? Hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one the person I was chasing was wearing.
The possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in that room you examined it?
Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Aww. Thank you for bringing them to me. Saves me a trip. May I have them back now?
Hold on! These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them.
They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation, then. If you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, can we hear your opinion on this?
I say let them look at your stuff, Sheena. Lang! Sheena, let's put it all out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right? I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you'd like. After all, I have nothing to hide.
Good. Now, let us begin. So which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you... Oh, that's you, actually.
So, which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir?
You're going to prove that it's the Yatagrasu and Callista's shoes. I want to say makeup, but then there's also her coat.
Why would makeup have anything to do with anything?
The perfume, maybe?
Why would that matter?
Fair enough, yeah. Let's try the
It
coat.
Well, let's eliminate. If you look at her makeup, makeup is makeup. It doesn't mean perfume. And even if they had the same perfume tastes, she could easily weasel out of that.
Right. Alright, well, we should try the coat, since that's what, you know. Hey, what's up, baby Jazzy? Since that was what
Hey, baby
Kay was on
Jazzy.
about. How you been? How you been? Alright, coat, let's see. Let's examine
How's
the
the
coat.
Nutella stash?
The Nutella stash probably dwindling.
Yes, sir!
Appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena. I was through that Kay saw was wearing a coat. And I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace.
No, you have it wrong. That suit probably got on my coat when I was helping the police out in the fire.
I've been mad, burned my hand trying to make a quesadilla a little bit ago. And you want Nutella again? How are we both? I'm doing fine. Coden's a little bit sickish. I think you said you have a bad headache.
I had a headache. It went away.
Okay.
I'm okay. Just stressing out. Life.
Also, why are you feeding Baby Jazzy's addiction to Nutella?
I thought it was relevant.
Hmm.
You know, engaging with the chat.
I guess so.
Talk about things that show you pay attention.
Very true, very true. A second. I just noticed something. I just noticed there was a typo in the stream. Fixed it. Gives you both a cookie. Aw, thank you.
Yay, cookie.
Alright. Continuing. And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat?
Oh, I didn't realize that the hymn was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with the suit when I was helping with the fire. I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie?
Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. The same powder of dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace.
Oh,
Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. Unless you can prove that dirt from my coat came from the fireplace.
which I can.
What? How?
You know, this would be a lot easier if we just walked back up into that room and had Gumshoe go through the fireplace again. You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe.
Huh? Me, sir? What'd I do?
This coat, this is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I'd been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. Thanks to you, you've proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat.
I don't get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir.
Well, maybe you can understand more if you maybe wanted a raise for your excellent work.
Hooray! I
All
can
that,
afford 2 bowls of ramen.
all that remains is for us to show you that the dark substance on the coat hem is...
Oh? And you think you can do that?
Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat. Which, if I remember correctly, was the ink.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
The Bobbly's ink?
Yepers. Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Poleno, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning.
You told us about that already, so I don't see the point in mentioning it again.
My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. It sounded like Squidward for a second. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Bobbly's ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Ooh!
Ah!
Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet.
But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Bobbly's ink on the coat helm.
Oh, but I do. And I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds.
How?
How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Bobbly's. Hey, what's up, Dame? What's up, Damien Mascador? How you been? I've been good. Touch the coat,
Hey,
wear the
Damon
coat.
Mascador.
Knowing this is a Ace Attorney game, the most extreme answer. Burn it!
Why would you say burn it?
Because why not? This is either gonna give us the wrong answer but funny, or the right answer. We can
Hold
find...
on. Why would you say burn it? I want to hear your rationale.
Remember that lantern?
Exactly, that's where I was going. I wanted to see
Yeah.
if you actually remembered that, or if you were doing this for the lulz.
No. I mean, yes and no.
Oh, yeah. You're
Are
a
you-
horrible detective.
Yes, I know. We can find out whether that is Bobbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire.
That's how you're going to prove that it's Bobbly's ink?
You forgot already. Did I? Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is.
So, no? Sorry to do this. You're gonna have to cut off a bit of your coat.
Go ahead. I wasn't planning on wearing it anymore anyway.
Now then, if someone could please loan me a lighter or something.
Oh, I got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs.
Then if I could please have 1K, we can get this experiment underway. And...
The flame!
It's the same colors as the wit crystal oil produces, which means...
Barbalese ink is a product of witch crystal oil, and when lit, the ink produces a green flame. That lets you see weird things, actually. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarasu's other wing.
Machina, you're the fake Yatagarasu! The one who killed my father!
Oh, she's staying silent, Queen the Fifth. About time you came clean, Agent Sheena. Or I should say, Callisto you!
Hold it! Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you?
Do I look like the joking type to you?
Ha ha ha! Ah, Callisto, you? I never heard that name before in my life. Is that the man that was speaking? That attitude. You haven't changed a bit in 7 years!
You sound like Dr.
You're the
Doofenshmirtz
defense
for a second.
attorney. That what?
You sound a bit like Dr. Doofenshmirtz there for a second.
Same accent.
Fair enough.
You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me for it.
Really? And you have any proof? You insisted I'm the Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid that you won't be able to lay a single finger on me.
Alright, time to expose this one. Hey, let me crack my neck real quick. Okay. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, light of dawn has arrived and will reveal your true ugly form to the world. Oh, that is so cheesy. Ah, that hurt to say.
Enough poetry. I want to see some evidence. By the way, Damon Lamascador, you missed what we were doing earlier for her voice when she didn't expose who she was.
I was doing this for the voice for her. And then when she started laughing, I decided to turn it off.
That's when she, like, snapped. Crazy.
Do you have something that can prove that she is Callisto Yule?
I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years.
Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth.
I will, Kay. For we have finally come to the end. We have not, actually. We'll prove her to be Callisto you with this and clip this Yatagarasu's wings for good.
Well, she seemed very robotic when you first met her, so I figured, hey, let's use this voice mod.
Yeah, he decided to surprise me with that because a couple streams earlier he was getting on my nerves with that.
Yeah.
Wait, they said evidence from 7 years ago, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the perfect then.
Transformed what? A bigger whip? No. We're talking about Callisto U transformation.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Turning into Sheena.
Not Von Karma.
Yeah, Von Karma's always had the same voice.
Has the same Germanish accent voice.
This perfume. This will prove you to be Callisto you.
Well,
Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle. This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well.
I don't think fingerprints would have preserved that well for 7 years.
Yeah,
after
that's a
being
little bit
handled
far-fetched.
by someone for 7 years.
I feel like that's a little bit far-fetched.
A little bit.
Anyhow.
No, I'm already doing the Callisto voice.
because she dropped who she's pretending.
Yeah.
This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since.
It sound like Crazy Frog voice real quick.
I heard from my father, Bernie Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Oh, okay, she knew.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, she knew.
She had
Means
her.
your fingerprints are still here. Every last one.
Yeah, I recommended to Coden that the Callisto voice be Lois Griffin from Family Guy. Why? I have no idea, but kind of works.
It works a little
They
bit.
both have a weird, slightly villainous laugh. Ow, hate it.
Twitch is probably being stupid because everyone's using it because no one has anything to do.
Yeah.
Oop.
And Oop is right.
We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena. Will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test?
Aha!
Oh, she has lost it. Oh, she has lost it.
Yeah.
That was good though. That was
Looks like you've seen right through me yet again. Ah, you're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth.
Callisto, you?
So,
this.
you're showing your true face at last!
okay. Side note: this theme's kind of catchy. Just saying.
This feeling of thrill, it's even greater than last time 7 years ago.
Yeah, like you said, female Joker, yeah, it works out really well when she just lost her shit.
Yeah, that or Harley Quinn. I mean, neither of these work.
Sheena, you're... Lang, I really enjoyed our days together.
Oh my.
You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man.
Oof.
So, you were a spy all along. A mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after. Someone who had been feeding them intel on Interpol all this time? Ha ha! Very good! Maybe you're not as big of an idiot as I thought! Callisto, you! The woman who killed my father 7 years ago! You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatagarasu! And the last horse goes to the finish line. That's right, Callisto, you. That's just one of my many names. But even that's just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief Yatagarasu.
Like hell you are. Callisto, you! This time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. Don't you get the handcuffs.
You know, you're the ones left in the strongest. You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression on me, Kay Faraday. And had you not used the Yatagrasu's gadgets, I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was.
Kate, don't!
You? I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father! You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday was too possessed. Such laughable honesty.
Oh! And look what and you're getting choked again. What did I say? Kay!
Ah! You let Kane go right now, pal! You despicable! Let go of me, you filthy... Ah! Why am I always a damsel in distress? You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. But that's impossible! My father was the one that created Little Thief!
I'm saving here. Oh my god.
Hey, Edgeworth. The Yatagarasu has 3 legs. You know why that is?
Why it has 3 legs?
Because it's got a big dick!
You sure love to kill a tense vibes, don't you?
Yeah, sorry.
The 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system.
And third. No. It can't be!
Did you finally figure it out? Did you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu?
The real identity of the Yatagarasu is... not Bernie, not Callista. It's neither person, isn't it?
Probably.
The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Bernie or Callista or you. But by the same token, they're also both the real Yatagarasu.
Ha ha ha! How perceptive of you! No way!
The single person known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed.
Mr. Edgeworth! No, I refuse to believe this!
Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. Always knows the exact location of the target object. Oh, now I understand it! Now I understand, okay. And a lawyer who would have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm a security system. A good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of a criminal. And skill number 3.
And skill number 3. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever.
Detective Bad!
It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind. Because the lead
Oh my-
detective on the case hid it all away.
You're the 3rd member!
You? I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you.
So that's how she got away. Kind of.
Aha! Why, Mr. Bad? Long time no see.
I didn't understand the 3 legs things, but now it makes more sense. They were all... The Yatagarasu is a gang of people, yeah.
What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. If you were such a great team, then why'd you go kill my father 7 years ago? Why indeed? It's nothing personal. He's just another person I had to kill. How can you say that? I'm aware of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time, I won't miss.
Uh-oh! Stop!
You!
Hey! Oh, what happened?
It's over, Sheena.
Hey!
Your leg!
Let's go, leg! Here's your leg!
You idiot! What were you thinking, jumping in front of my gun like that?
It was Bad who shot him!
Yeah, it was Bad who shot him.
Look at the smoke on his gun!
Yeah, I see the smoke. Bad shot him in the leg. Idiot.
It was an accident.
It's an accident.
What are you risking your life for?
I'm sorry, Detective Bad. No matter what sort of past she may have had, or even if she's a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she's my subordinate. As long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her, not even from you. You really are an idiot, you know that?
fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis.
Yes?
I want you to conduct a full body search. Sheena might have another weapon on her.
Alright. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please.
Sir!
Oh, good lord, wow. That hit the fan.
I got the glove for the full cavity search and everything, sir. Hey, I found something.
The what now?
Full cavity search. What is this, sir? Looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle.
It's a great find, Detective.
Huh? It is, sir?
Let's try pairing up this blade with the handle.
This handle.
That handle, of course, yes. I believe this blade actually belongs with the handle that was on the murder weapon.
Hey, they fit together perfectly.
This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched.
I'm going to return this Bubbly's knife now.
Alright, I trust that you'll make sure that it is returned to Ambassador Poleno. Amelie's knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it. Callisto? But the only time the handles could have been
No,
switched is...
Callisto, you.
Oh,
He was saying
I
he did it.
read it wrong. But the only
Yes.
time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Cochin's murder.
Aha!
Which means that you must be Mr. Cochin's killer. You killed Mr. Cochin with the Alabastian knife. Looked like he just fell over of a heart attack. Switched the handles, then took the original blade of the Bobbly's knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open-air stage. Used the fireplace to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her of the murder. Was that about to sum it up?
Aha! You craft an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are two problems with it.
Problems? In what respect?
Why do you think my real reason was for allowing her to chase me? Why do you think my real reason was in allowing her to chase after me? It was also I could capture Kay Faraday. What? When I saw you using that device at Gatewater Land, I knew right away. You were Bernie Faraday's father.
You mean, what?
What?
You want to repeat that?
What do you mean?
You said Bernie Faraday's father.
Daughter. Sorry. Aha! I came curious, so I researched a little bit into your background. That's how I found out that you were on the trail of the Yatagarasu. So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Coachman's murder on me? Yes. I knew you would show up this embassy tonight. So I thought I could use you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal. You had another? Yes, once I had you under arrest, I'd planned to search you. And take back the device that rightly belongs to me, the true Yatagarasu. You were gonna take a little thief away from me?
7 years ago. It was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key.
And the person who stole the Yatagarasu's key was Mr. Faraday?
You. That incident 7 years ago. Was the catalyst behind it?
In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment.
Well, and I pressed the pause button. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu?
Why? There's no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
Huh? From the beginning? What's that supposed to mean?
The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now to this day.
Taking orders from. Oh, wait. Oh, I know what guy she's talking about. He pops up in the later Phoenix Wright games, I believe.
Does he?
I think. Yeah, his hair has the pattern of a skunk or something, from what I remember.
Ah.
Does this mean that the leader of the smuggler wasn't Mr. Kojin? Real ringleader is still out there pulling the strings.
Are you done asking what you need to know? If so, we should probably get going. You're gonna tell me everything you did tonight. You understand, Sheena? I guess I should tell you then that I was the one who set the Bobblies fire. The Bobblies MC on fire.
And why did you do that?
I suppose it was to destroy all the evidence of the counterfeit bills.
That was what the smuggling ring was trying to do. But then, why start 2 fires?
You're talking about Quill? Yeah, I think that was his name. I thought he was part of the Yatagarasu gang or something.
Sorry, but I can't tell you everything about the ring.
He always has a bird on his shoulder.
It's your job to complete your investigation, after all. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride.
Are y'all seriously they're just gonna let him walk
Wait!
away?
He's arresting her.
Okay, I was about to say.
Wait, I mean, Miss Sheena. Yes? When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet. What about them? Such pretty hairsticks, I thought, well, I should return them to you. You can have them. They're no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No, I want to keep them. Ha! Suit yourself. Oh, that's right. Almost forgot. Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight.
What? But I thought you said a coach in it. Huh? What?
I'm not saying it as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will.
Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, Agent Lang.
Mark my words. I'm not done here, and I'll be back. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything, because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot. But I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be.
His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain as his injured leg.
Ow,
That's true.
ow, ow, ow.
It's finally over, Kay. Is it really, though?
I feel like I peeled into her heart a little, you know? And it's so cold and dark, incredibly lonely. The person who was giving her all these commands, the one who thought my father was a problem to be removed,
That person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring. Alright, question. What are we gonna do about Bad now that he knows he's part of the Yatagarasu gang?
Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me? They're really pretty, just like the ones they were selling for the Jammin' Ninja show. But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome.
I understand. I'll take good care of them.
Masquerade mentions the fact that Ringleader ain't dead yet either.
Oh,
Taking orders.
right. There's a bit of soil stuck on the end of these sticks. So now what?
Oh, I guess it's time already, huh?
So it's midnight, the dawn of another day.
Hey, Pops, thanks a bunch. You really done a lot for everyone all these years.
Detective Bad, don't tell me today is the day.
Yeah, it is. With this, I can retire in peace. It was down to the wire. We almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything.
But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. Ringleader the smuggling ring. You, the Yatagarasu, were chasing after.
The legend of that Yatagarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands, counting on you. Is it really true, Uncle Bad? You were also part of the Yatagarasu? As I said to you earlier, Kay, I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you. Uncle Bad.
Hey, don't take it so seriously. We're all just one big joke, alright? It's all just one big joke.
Unfortunately, it isn't.
Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking my chain, isn't she, Mr. Edgeworth?
Detective Bad? Wait, no, you're no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yatagarasu.
Aren't you too, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's no laughing matter.
Mr. Edgeworth, here. I should give these back to you.
These are the pages from my KGA case file that Yatagarasu stole from my office. That was bad?
My bad.
Ha. Okay, that was good.
Huh? Wait, what?
Mr. Edgeworth, I must apologize for last night.
Last night, that was 3 days ago, technically.
Yeah,
So the Yatagarasu who stole into my room was you, was it?
Wait, that means... What? Tell me it's not true. It's too insane for me to believe, sir.
it's true. Even if it's not something you want to hear. The KG8 incident. It was a very emotionally trying case.
Wow.
We stood in that courtroom, Faraday's prosecutor, and I as the lead detective.
It was all rigged.
Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was the elder sister of the victim in that case. The defendant was pronounced not guilty. She let out a great wail. It's when we realized there was a limit the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside the courts. That's what we thought at the time. That's how we formed the Yatagarasu and vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amano Group. The Amano Group. Mr. That's you.
Mr. Amano's conglomerate?
We called ourselves the Yatagarasu and flexed our collective muscle.
expose all sorts of shady dealings, is a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we're able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then, it's finally time. Finally arrived at the moment when we find out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart, and Faraday, he died for it. I got the pun!
I got it too. This.
But why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim of the KG8 incident?
After Faraday's death, I looked into her past. And that's when I found out that she was a phony.
Oh!
The victim of the KG8 incident, CCU, she never had a sister.
Ah! What? That means.
Sheena wasn't the only fake name she used. Kusto Yu was also another pseudonym. From the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring.
She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we struck into this... No. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we struck onto this page at the case file. Please use it wisely.
Trump card.
That photo we stuck on there, try peeling it off. Behind it, slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago.
Oh, I need to see this. It's the mark of the Yatagarasu, but why?
This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. This is something Coachman had on him at the time of the KG8 incident. 10 years ago. That blood is from the victim of the incident, CCU.
Why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yatagarasu?
The reason why we called ourselves the Yatagarasu
I hit it again.
was because the three-legged raven mark the smuggling ring's bosses used. Apparently, orders from the boss would come in these cards without fail. The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently, it burns a bright green flame when set ablaze.
Oh! So you mean the cards were written in Bubbly's ink?
The fact that the card the coachman sent made it to Faraday's hands at all is something short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police.
So that's what those white cards were.
The great thief that used the mark only those within the ring would know. It was our message to the ringleaders.
Jesus.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. We were only a few steps behind.
Jotted down in my organizer.
And one more thing, Detective Gumshoe.
Oh?
One more thing, Detective Gumshoe. I'm entrusting this to you. Have my sucker.
I was about to say.
What's this, sir? This is what I was talking about earlier. During the KG8 incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This important definitive piece of evidence.
But I thought it was stolen. How do you have it?
The person who stole it from us 10 years ago, was a man by the name of Ernest Armano,
Okay.
and he had it locked and hidden away for all this time. We forced him to tell us where it was finally, after the other day's kidnapping case.
This video! Don't come any closer, I'm warning you! This is the same video as the one Mr. Portman was trying to conceal from me.
Yeah, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web. Armano was preparing to take on the boss someday. And the video was his insurance.
This is my censored cigarette.
I think it's actually a blow pop in Japan also. If you can find me a sprite of it actually being a cigarette, because I'm pretty sure it's a blow pop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the running gag.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
Because I think we've seen we've seen characters smoke in this game before.
Wait, who? I don't remember.
That detective woman. Not director woman.
The director woman. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a cigarette, and some other characters had cigarettes also.
A fancy cigarette, too.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's where the prosecutor comes in. He's shooting this video.
That's me!
Yeah, I know. I was just... Did you read that or not?
That's where the prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw it for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence.
Then that card was not the calling card of the Arctic Rasu. But rather, a directives card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsman.
First game, first case involving the TV studio, the director woman that wrote for the Steel Samurai. She had a cigarette on a fancy cigarette thingy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them.
Same as the gun with the mirror joke? Yeah.
And Baby Jazzy got Nutella.
Great. Well, we're not seeing her for the rest of the night. Evidence Mr. Portsman thought to withhold from you. The one that you stole from my office last night. Both pieces are legal, and for me to use either one is...
Whether you use them or not is not up to you.
Is not up to you?
Oh, is up to you. But they will be help to you when you take on someone who's above the law.
Very true. Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Detective Bad, or Mr. Bad. There is no limit to the law, for it is the people who determine limits to them.
You still insist that, even now, you really are something else. I'll leave the rest in your hands.
No man is above the law, nor should they be above the law.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. It's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu.
Oh man.
Pops! Don't ever lose your detective spirit. Pops! Why is this happening? This isn't justice! Like I always told you, do not get emotionally involved.
This is Gumshoe. That's impossible for him.
Now, let's go.
Aww.
Yes, sir!
Gumshoe's gonna be crying while telling him his rights.
You have the right to remain silent! Anything you say can and will be against you, court of law!
Anyway, is this really the end of a legend? Oh my god, what happens next?
Find out next week. Did.
Burp! Alright, hold on.
Well, that's the question. Are we going to find out next week, or are we going to keep going?
We'll
Because
find out next week.
part is 3 parts, and it's going to be a moment.
Yeah. We'll find out next week, or...
Next part is going to involve watching the video and figuring stuff out, and
What video?
then
What
3
video?
testimonies. The video we were
Oh, right,
given!
we just saw it. Yeah, the video we just got.
And then we figure out something, figure out a little bit more, and then go on to part 2, because then we find out who the person is.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a bunch of evidence involved. Figure out stuff, more and more. Talk to the guy, talk to the person. And then part 3, which is where it all wraps up. Talk to the person again, rebuttal, stuff, more stuff. And then we find out what really happened.
You have the right to an attorney. Gumshoe says you have the right to an attorney. In fact, I know a guy in blue. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I love that.
So now what are we going to do?
That's a good question.
I think our options currently are we could either do more Final Fantasy and get you up to the new expansion because you're almost there now.
Yeah, that sounds like a good.
But you actually don't need my help. We could also do Factorio. Which
FF14 it is.
Want to do. FF14 it is. I'll log in and stick around.
All right. By the way, little announcement, ladies and gents. So, as you all may or may not know, my birthday is in 6 days, soon to be 5. Where I will be, I'll be turning 20. I'll be leaving my teens finally. Now, the question is, what are we going to do for that? I'm definitely going to do a giveaway of a few games, by the way, off of Fanatical. Like, what games we gonna play? I know we're gonna have, like, a little meme night where y'all send me stupid videos.
Well, you can play Jack Party Pack. That's something to interact with the
Oh, actually, you know what? That's a good idea. We should do Jackbox Party Pack that night. Alright, logging in, changing stream. And I'm also gonna go... Ugh. Alright, hang on, let me go grab that code real quick. Baby Jazzy prepares all the KK Slider songs. Yes, ma'am. I was wondering why my sister hasn't, like, I was watching my sister play Animal Crossing, and I was like, wow, of all the stuff you've done, you haven't even bought any of KK Slider's albums? And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, why have you not done that? And she's like, because it's just KK Slider. I'm like, it's KK Slider! Man, wait, what's this? We apologize for any inconveniences may call. According to patch 5.25, we'll be performing maintenance on all worlds at the time below. April 6, 2020, 10 p.m. to April 7th, 2020, 3 a.m. Isn't that time? Like, isn't that
that's
now?
specific?
Oh, that's specific.
That's specific.
That's 2 in the morning for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I briefly forgot that that was a thing that's happening. But they are going to be patching soon.
Yeah.
So, get on it, Dadgunnit.
I am on it, Dadgunnit.
No, I mean...
Faster, faster, you fool, you fool.
Start, and we're in there. Alright. Alright, I was leveling up my Conjurer. Did I always get skeptical when I'm like, hey, I kind of want to kind of want to do a giveaway with a bunch of keys from flipping,
Humble Bundle.
no, from Fanatical, because usually the keys are all legit, but like the games
Yeah.
usually sometimes at their bundle aren't that good.
Some of them, it depends on what the keys are. Fanatical
Well-
has some good keys when you actually pick them instead of doing the random.
They do that 10 mystery key things for $7.
Yeah, and usually that's because they have a bunch of keys they need to offload. And
Let me
they'd
get
rather
these
make
keys
money
off.
than no money.
Alright, so, what's my next story mission?
That next story beat.
Hush. Right, back to Hawthorne Hut. Because now we have a war, an impending war on our hands. Impending. Ugh.
The war was appended.
Let me see, where is it at? It is, oh, thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening, eh? I've never seen thunderstorms in this game, actually. That's new.
That's not new.
I mean, that's new to me. You have a bubblegum machine in Animal Crossing? But does it work, though? Alright, Alphanod, what's up? The recent stuff that's happened has shaken Alphanod to his core. Right. Speak with Alizé back at the Rising Stones. Will do. Ay, 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 ay. Alright. There we go. You didn't try it? Big bless. Thank you for the bless you. 'Cause, woo, that sneeze was something powerful. God, I don't sneeze as loud as my folks. So it would seem you bring ill tidings. When is Alphanod not bringing ill tidings? Yep, Ilbird. Yeah, possession of the eyes. Explain the whole story. By the 12, yes. Mm-hmm. Rip Papalimo, by the way. Rip our boy. Noble sacrifice. That's probably only gonna last like 20 missions. There. Stay there. Alright. Inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Let's be off. I sound like I'm dying when I sneeze. How do you sound like you're dying when you sneeze? You forgive Archon, you stole her brevity. Odin, you alive?
Yeah. I'm here. I'm just checking something.
So did you hear those? So did you hear that Ezra Miller apparently choked somebody in the middle of a store?
Who?
Ezra Miller.
Who?
He's the Flash in one of the DC movies.
How'd anyone see him do it?
There's camera footage apparently.
He wasn't going fast enough then.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. You feel like you do? Oh yeah, sometimes when you sneeze, it just feels like your entire soul just jumps out your body for a second, then goes back in. Why? I do not know. Oh, we're talking about primal hunting now? Oh, baby, here we go. Yeah, alright. Oh, cutscene. Who's that coming in by boat? It's Samurai. Ooh.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
Oh, that's Beta, but I already know he's gonna go into big brain
You're a
mode.
looking fellow, aren't you?
He does that a lot.
Still, takes all sorts, I suppose.
Big brain
This
mode
is
about
Vesper
what?
Bay,
Sneezes.
Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Who's this samurai fella?
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
He sounds like Uncle Iroh almost.
Eh? Yes, you're in Eorzea.
Ah, a plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land.
I'm always
than put to
small-brained.
sea again.
Ain't that the truth? I always am too.
You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
Big hearty laugh from this guy.
Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Well, I agree with that. Get some food in you, buddy. This dude acts just like Ganryu from Tekken.
Good man, are you all right?
One step and he fell over. And he said,
Far
"Timber."
indeed from home, friend.
Guy's interesting. You get the silent conjurer and a fish's altar. Well, let's go. That's near where the Conjurers Guild is. Yep. So, Con, what you been up to recently, buddy?
What do you mean?
I don't know. How's your day been?
It's been a day like any other. Went to work. I took a nap.
So you stepped 5 feet, sat down for a few hours, and then went 5 feet back to your room.
It's not much I can really do because of the lockdown.
Yeah, I feel that. Apparently people are saying Final Fantasy VII remakes linear design may be off-putting to some. What? We should be it's 2020. We really should be past this.
Pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
I'm sad all the fast food places are just
According
drive-through.
to
I
our
don't drive,
most
so I can't
recent
get food.
intelligence,
Hmm.
The cocoon of light that formed in the air above
Really
the
honestly
building
kind of starting to miss my
remains
coworkers,
undimmed
man.
and unbroken.
Mm-hmm.
After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
Yup. I'd explain as much.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
Oh, she's
The
thinking.
soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon.
Yeah.
Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment.
Yikes.
Veterans of Cartano likened the calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Sid is right. How do you deal with that?
Deal with what?
A primal?
What do you do with a problem like a primal?
How do you solve a problem like a primal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this dude. He says he's figured out why.
What the hells are you doing here?
Hey, Sid's
Hey,
it, buddy.
bitches, remember me?
I'm back.
You too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Begging for your assistance. Oh, pompous, are we?
Who is this man?
Whose man's is this?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire.
Right,
These
the
days,
Garleans.
however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
Does that help y'all capture a primal?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend.
Uh-oh.
As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut.
and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
So, is all of the Stormblood expansion going to be us trying to just capture, to just, you know,
Omega?
stop the Primal?
That Hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains.
Isn't that
of
what all this
Carton
game
since
is
the
about?
Allagans
Stopping
breathed the
Primal?
last. And
I
none
guess, yeah,
alive
you're right.
knows how to wake it.
I'm not going to tell you because telling you would spoil what happens.
I'm sorry. Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational
And that's
capacity.
all I have to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
And as luck would have it, I'm graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
Expertise, he said.
And what, you just expect us to accept? Why would we trust the word of a man who furnished the Black Wolf with the means to subjugate Eorzea?
They have a point.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years studying side by side at the academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution?
Fair enough.
Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame?
Yeah, that's usually what happens. You have to end up saving their asses. But I'll leave you there. I'll be doing that.
Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
Yes.
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
She has a point, she has a point. Mm-hmm.
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
Uh-huh.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
I don't think y'all got much of a choice. He makes a convincing case.
He makes me grind my teeth, is what he does. But I suppose we don't have much of a choice.
Nah, you really don't. Either that or the world goes to ruin. Like, I got my eye on you, bro.
Would the council be willing to entrust this matter
Apparently
to a
Sid
pair
is
of
about
former
my
heroes?
age.
Really?
He just has
Maybe you shouldn't
platinum
feel bad
blonde
about
hair.
your white hairs.
He's got platinum blonde.
Yeah.
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartano and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
Alright, then it's settled. Totally didn't cut her hair back to her
We
old
should be happy to
emo
oblige.
hairstyle from high school.
The politics of Cartano being what
Did
they
you?
are,
Oh,
I dare
shoot.
say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
So letting the dragon ninja girl keep an eye on
blade is
Nero.
yours.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh?
I was gonna want your friend to touch it
You'll
up for
forgive
you.
me if I do not shake your hand.
All right. And with that, I guess Stormblood's about to begin, huh?
Close to it.
How many more since I got?
4-ish.
Speak with shit at the Sid at the air. Shit.
Speak with shit.
It's only 12 o'clock. Honestly, I thought it'd feel like later. At least I've been streaming for... Well, I mean, the stream would say I've been streaming for at least 3 hours if we didn't have a small little break and then also an issue at the beginning of the stream. In case y'all weren't here for it, I did not have my mic on when we started.
He did.
A little bit embarrassing, but rookie mistake. Which a lot more people make than you think.
You know, you say that.
It's true, though.
I didn't say it wasn't true.
How do you get to the airship place? Oh, it's a floor below. Right? I'm just setting the cocoon as we speak. Counts this time. Alright. What you singing to yourself there, buddy?
Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Sorry, I'm working on a little something on the side.
Is it something Factorio related?
No, I'm not that obsessed.
Uh-huh. Ah, right, Mordona. Man, I haven't been here in a minute.
If you must know.
Yeah.
It's part of a joke.
A joke? What, are you making some sort of video?
No. You'll see.
Some art?
You'll see.
When will I see?
When I'm done.
Alright, question is, when are we doing this birthday stream, by the way? I kind of want to do it on like, birthday night, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe this Friday.
Well, your birthday is on Easter.
Yeah.
So that does put a level of complication into it.
Yeah. Like, every 2 years, my birthday lands on Easter. 2, 3? I can actually check. How many times has my birthday landed on Easter? Let's see. The last time was 2017. It landed on E. No, it landed on the day of the week I was actually born. Alright, I think it was 2009, actually. Was it? Yeah, it's 2009.
It usually takes a couple of years for it to loop around and happen again.
Yeah. In this instance, it took 11, if I'm doing my math right. There's a Cooking Mama game for the Switch? Yeah, I heard about that. There was a big old rumor.
Came out recently, I think.
Yeah, there was a big old rumor that it came with a bunch of malware, but apparently that was just a rumor.
Why would it come with malware?
There's a whole story on it where it's like it came with a bunch of Bitcoin mining malware, and I was just like, wait, what? That's insane.
That would, if anything. Hold on. If anything, that would end up happening. The only way I could see something like that happening, because there'd be so much bad PR, I could only see that happening if that was done on a illegal copy of the game. But see, here's the thing.
It never ceases to
and you got to take this into consideration.
You Eorzeans truly are.
The fact that
I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest.
it's a game on the 3DS, right? Not 3DS, on the Switch, right?
Yes.
There is no way that you could have Bitcoin mining on a 3DS, on a Switch.
Maybe they just want to simulate how hot your Switch can actually get by having it be like a frying pan.
No, what I'm saying is that it's physically impossible. Because in order for Bitcoin mining to happen, it has to have a constant connection to the internet, and also has to do a large amount of processing and such. The amount of stuff involved into doing that, I don't believe that you would be able to do that on a Switch.
Well, look up the story. Well, look up the story yourself, honestly. That's all I'll say. And I'm pretty sure if you look it up,
probably bullshit.
Probably is, but at the same time, it's hilarious. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life. A Cooking Mama game comes with malware. Towering Traveler. Oh, it's the big old samurai again who passed out.
Good God, that voice could fell a gigas.
Who is this guy?
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger.
Urianger invited this guy.
I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Who?
Yugiri.
Oh!
You know this man.
Yugiri knows her? I mean, Yugiri knows him? Oh! Here comes a hug. Never mind, no hug.
Why are you come to Eorzea?
Gosetsu is his name. That's a sick name, actually.
You? I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly. But now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
Oh my. So Yugiri needs to go back?
It is not so simple, Gosetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
Has points.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the Scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire per...
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
Nero really knows how to kill a mood. Sheesh.
So what now?
Nero?
You draw steel against the curse of Garlemald?
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
I like this guy. He's fun. Cassettes is kind of fun. You know, when you were thinking of a name for my character, were you inspired by Tataru? Or Tataru?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Tataru, Tataratus, Babaratus, just saying.
Well, it might have been an indirect inspiration. You know how my brain works sometimes.
Fair. I can try it on now if I like. Give me. And I'm back. I like. The jacket and tie combo works nicely. Alrighty then, so we got a new fit. Let's go. Sign Adventures monocle. I get a monocle now? Okay. Alright, well. Time to head over to the old, glamour closet. Now I gotta try that on. First, I accept this quest. Speak with Sid and Mordona. Alright. Alright, so what? I'm still trying to figure out what games we're gonna play for my birthday stream. One of them's gonna be Jackbox Party Pack. I want to play more than just that.
Keep talking and no one explodes.
Maybe. Duty calls. Commence battle for Fly Free My Pretty. Level sync is in effect and will sync you to 60. Sure. Alright, we're back here. Oh, you got the Hot Wheels design on the airship.
Stripes make it go faster.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Nero, what you been cooking?
Where was that? Ah. I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
Watch it mess up.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Yeah, well, okay, you don't know.
Of course.
You don't have the power
It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland.
Brynwood again, huh? What does this asshole want?
Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it? It's like all my name days have come at once.
Of all the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
Will do. Oh.
God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself.
He just dipped on us. He said, peace.
God has no idea who he's dealing with.
What are you laughing about?
I just finished it.
Are you gonna show me?
Yep. I'm about to upload it to Twitter now.
Let me finish this instance and I'll look at it.
I am Gosetsu, samurai of Doma.
Tell him,
You
Gosetsu.
rue your choice of opponent this day.
Ooh! These are better looking. Well, actually, no, it's not better looking because it doesn't have cool, flashy bubbles popping out of it. But still, a sword looks nice. I gotta respect one samurai player to another. By the way, be careful about uploading it to Twitter because sometimes. I don't know, sometimes for me it won't let you upload from your computer because, I don't know, the file size too big or whatever. Alright, so I guess I just initiate. Here we go.
I know how to adjust processes.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
It's all over now.
Not work.
Your defense is lacking.
Oh, looks like Grimwin said, I may have misjudged my enemy.
You watching, Pabalimo? Leave this to me.
It's my right to strike.
My turn.
No holding back. No retreat. No surrender.
With soul and steel.
Come on. There we go.
An opening.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
Surrender, we have you outnumbered. Do you really though? Oh yeah, you kinda do. Wouldn't be the first time he has a point. Hmm? You still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of more of my toys. Well, if you promise to give it back. Alright. Go ahead. It's one of your, toys.
Oh! One of those. Matt, I just saw it. Matt, I just saw it. Really? I'll show it after we finish this instance. Oh my god. I hate you, bro. I really hate you. I will show it in a moment, y'all. Is that what you were spending like an hour doing?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Alright. Now, let's take on these Imperial soldiers with my cannon!
This one'll sting.
Attack cannon attack! If it'll...
Leave this to me.
With soul and steel!
You are the worst.
I'm the best!
You are the best and also the worst.
I'll take that.
You're the best of the worst. That's what I want to say. What the heck is an Imperial Colossus doing out here?
Right to strike.
High power and Magitek cannon. Yeah, that's it.
You watching, Papalymo? Your defense is lacking.
I have you.
Photon stream.
Look upon us, samurai of Doma.
Leave this to me.
With soul and steel.
It's all over now.
See, what I was originally requested to do was to put yours on Sinji's, but I misunderstood.
Wait. I'm confused. What?
The original request of the joke was, it said Sinji should have your picture on it. So Sinji should have had a coffee cup with your picture on it, which I get wrong, but I think this is funnier.
It's way funnier.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's way funnier. Oh, crap. How the heck do I stop that?
And
I just failed. Alright, I will now show chat what the heck this man was working on. Look at this nonsense. So, okay, for those who don't know, I made a joke earlier today where I was like, you know, my friends told me I look a lot like Shinji from Neon Genesis Evangelion, including with the shirt and stuff I have. So, you know, I was like, alright, and then I wasted 20 bucks getting that mug. I have the mug right here. Right here. I just got it today. And I thought it was pretty funny, you know, I look pretty accurate, but then look at what this man decides to do. If you zoom in on the picture, you'll see it's multiple of...
Yeah. I even did that.
You are a madman.
I know.
So did you say someone requested this?
Aguski nudged me about the fact that Tab made the joke.
Oh my!
He said, you should do this. He said, you know what? I will.
Wow. Well, I appreciate it. I love it. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So, I failed the duty, by the way.
Yeah, try it again.
It's already asking if I wanted it on easy or very easy.
It always does that after your first failure. I think what happened was you missed a...
No, what was happened is that my mech got destroyed. Wait, because this giant AoE that I couldn't avoid, and I was like, wait, how do I stop it?
Probably by killing the thing before it does it.
How long did that take for you to green screen, by the way? Or to chop and everything?
When you first turned on Final Fantasy.
Oh my god. This man.
So I started working on it.
About half an hour to an hour ago?
Yeah. Half hour.
Look upon a samurai of Dama.
Things that I know how to do because I mess around in Photoshop a lot.
Ow.
Leave this to me.
With soul and steel.
It's all over now. An opening.
Tis my right to strike.
This one'll sting. Your defense is lacking.
I'll be right back. I'm hungry.
Alright.
I have you.
You watching, Pabalino?
He said you watching Papa Limo? Aww. Okay. This is where he brings in that giant Chocobo mech for me to use, the Magitech mech. Defeat the Imperial soldiers with the Red Baron is what they call it. Alright. Will do.
This one'll sting. Your defense is lacking.
Look upon a samurai of Dama.
You watching, Pabalino? No retreat. No surrender.
I have you.
High power beam!
No holding back.
Oh my god.
Leave this to me.
By the way, Coden, I hope you know as soon as possible that's gonna be my profile picture on Twitter. Oh wait, that's right, he went to go get some. I'm gonna tell him that when he comes back.
It's all over now.
The Magitech cannon!
An opening.
That's gonna be your profile picture on Twitter. Check my Twitter right now, Baby Jazzy, and look at what Coden did.
Right to strike.
This one'll sting. Your defense is lacking.
Yes, you just saw it. Alright, we did it. You saw it, a. Coding you back. Are you gonna fight or not?
You watching, Pabalino? No retreat. No surrender.
I forget, well, this is the guy that said, I can take you guys on without the help of my people.
Yeah.
Fight. My people, why aren't you helping me?
Yeah. So, I hope you know that's gonna be my new profile picture on Twitter.
What, the, multiple
yeah.
cups?
Yeah. Oh my god. These big ol' AoE attacks, man. Oh, he has he has a big old cannon thing helping him out. Cheating bastard.
Leave this to me.
I find it unfair how he's immune to the cannon.
Yeah, I find that very unfair. But I guess it's his cannon, so he can do whatever he wants with it. And pop, 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 pop.
So, the story has a reason why the cannon doesn't affect him?
No, because if it did, then it would be canon.
That was the joke I was going for.
Yeah, I knew you were, so I beat you to it. And he's running away like a coward.
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
It's waking up. Meep.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously. Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
Are we doing the right thing? I don't know. Is there any other way?
Well, wait now.
Yeah, I know, right?
I suppose not.
Ida? Look like having an existential crisis over there.
Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
Press the big button. Who knows, maybe you'll get a muffin out of it.
Jeez.
What?
You gave too much for us to waste this
Referencing
chance,
that.
Memberlimo.
Yes, I'm
So this
referencing
is for you.
TFS.
And me.
Button pressed. Let's see what happens. That laugh.
Fly free, my pretty. Show us what you can do.
Okay, but what can it do?
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
The Omega's loose! Oh, baby, it's out. It's a giant dragon, too. It's not gonna beat it, is it?
Sit back and watch.
Oh my god. That looks like a Monster Hunter World dragon right there.
This dragon is what they spent the last of their budget. This entire fight scene was the last of their budget for the expansion pack.
There's always that one scene they spend all their budget on. Just summon a giant wave.
Yes, it did.
Alright, man. What's up, D4C Love Train? So, yo, do me a favor real quick. Check my Twitter. Actually, I'll just post it right now. Just look at that. Good lord. Oh, what's it about to do? Ooh! Ooh, okay. Alright, it's got maneuvers. The Grand Blue DLC comes out a week later for PC. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know why they don't just release them all on the same day. It makes no sense.
Exclusivity, patching, I don't know.
Oh snap, it got hit. Oh, but it got back up. Is it firing up a laser out of its mouth? Oh, it's a firing a laser. What is it? Huh? Oh! 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 It's a power struggle between two Kamehamehas.
We're all gonna die!
What one? Oh! That's a nuke and a half right there. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, Coden did that. That's gonna be a new profile picture shortly after the stream. What just happened? I feel like there needs to just be some Fallout music playing right now. Some like I don't want to set the world on fire. What are those two comets? Okay, someone explain what just happened.
We surely don't know.
Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
If the Scions weren't burnt alive in that big old nuke. So?
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps.
Guess who's back in black? Hey, what's up?
Hey, Candyman.
What's up, Candyman? I just got Haramaro in SoCal, and he's alright. I saw Maximilian Dude's video on him. He apparently craps out massive damage.
Omega destroyed the cocoon.
Yo, peep that real quick. Ida? Oh yeah, the mark on her neck's gone now. Right.
You know what that means?
I forget what it means. He does, to be honest, but he's not my...
dead.
That's what I thought. He does, to be honest, but he's not my personal favorite Shoto fighter. Ah, understandable. Very understandable. I do love the fact that he uses the sake as a weapon and just sort of slaps you with it.
Tastes like justice.
Tastes like justice. Hold on a second. There we go. So now that's done. Alpha Minod look as the... I've got my sword and my sauce. Exactly. We're just gonna express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. Oh, she needs to see it with her own 2 eyes. Either way, we first... The Elder Seed Seer is expecting us. So, Candyman, how you been today, man? Oh. I'm eager to hear his testimony.
And how's your friends doing?
Oh yeah, right. How's your homie doing with the girl and everything? The things you can read aloud in this game. The dark metal bunny dances sprightly for the chemical candy. That's a sentence if I ever heard one.
That sounds like something that you type in when you're doing typing practice.
Honestly, yeah. He's doing okay. A little down, but I managed to cheer him up. Did he come to a decision yet on what he would say? I decided not to bother him about it so he can think about it properly, but he seems willing to move on. Okay. That's nice to know. Let's go back and speak to Kana Senna. Whoop. Whoop. Isaac Birabania. I believe. Yeah. This is all nice and all, but I want to see what happened in that big, massive explosion. Thank you very much.
We must have a speech first to discuss tactics. And we need to come up with a name for this glorious day. I'd like to call it Blows Day. Because this day blows.
Is that a reference to something?
No, I just made that entire thing up.
Blows. I'm gonna steal that. Alright, anyway. Let's see what the frick happened. In style. Far Edge of Fate. Speak with Pistola. What's up, baby? How you been? What's up, Pistola?
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
Very firmament. Frick is the
Way,
definition of firmament?
The battle took place far above
I assume the ground.
We were able to observe in relative
Probably.
safety. Though I'm given to understand
I'm looking it
there
up.
were casualties on the far side of the wall.
Yeah.
It was like
Firmament.
watching a nightmare
The
unfold
heavens or
before our
sky,
very
especially
eyes.
regarded to a
Ulberg's
tangible
primal
thing.
manifested in the form of a colossal
Ah, so he's saying it
dragon,
shook the heavens.
a being of
Alright.
pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by Omega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She is up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhaps she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
Sure, why not? I don't know why, but after stream, I really just feel like rewatching Atlantis for some odd reason. Like, no joke, but I do, actually. You know, now that I think about it, Atlantis, the movie, would actually explain where I got my, thing for white-haired girls
The
from.
night's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Just saying.
Ida.
Because Kita was.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going
That's all I'm
to
gonna say.
I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Take off her mask? Gosh, she's blonde, actually. Wait.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
Okay, but she is cute,
But
though.
there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old.
She was like 4.
My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric.
Theodoric.
and my sister.
I read that
had
as
fought
deodorant
alongside
for
her.
some reason.
But she was strong
A
and
king
kind,
deodorant!
and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too. And I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Sharlayan. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Wait, what? Is this like...
Of course.
Is this like...
We all recognized you
Is
at
it like
once.
this? Is it like the whole
Papa
eeny
Lima
meeny
who
thing where you just
persuaded
take
us
her
to
name?
obtain the charade.
Kinda, sorta.
Ida's not her
Silly
actual
to
name.
think I could fool you. I knew
That's her
that even
sister.
Then, but I
Ida
sort
was
of
her sister. What's her name then?
decided not to know.
You'll find out in a moment. She's about to say.
Ida died 6 years,
Years
ago,
ago.
on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl.
Aww.
She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Damn. Why did you never tell me? No, don't say nothing. I want to hear the rest of this.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise.
Lise. Alright then.
When Papa Limo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I
You
decided
could say she
I
has a
wanted
new
to
lease
be
on
Lease on
life.
life.
to keep
Ah.
alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly.
I
At
guess
the
she,
time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself.
No, that joke wouldn't work.
And it almost seemed easier to play the role.
I mean, it would have worked, but it would have been bad.
Papa Limo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to walk my own path. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it.
Ah, is that what that means?
So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
Alright. Sits in her corner with more Nutella. Of course, baby Jazzy. So, what's the samurai and the ninja doing? Yugiri.
War is upon us once more.
Yep.
Do you regret standing against the Empire?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
Doesn't want to leave, does she?
By the way, you noticed how I even got the reflection on your cup correct?
Yeah, how did you do that?
What happened was I took that out of the cup and made it its own layer and then put it over the image.
Smart man.
I do a lot of Photoshop bullshit for no reason.
I
don't draw very well, but I can Photoshop really nicely.
That's a valid skill, dude.
Yeah.
That's a very valid skill.
And that's the end of Heavensward. Ooh-wee, somehow I knew that was the end.
Yep.
We finally beat Heavensward, y'all. And man, that was a trip. But now we have to deal with a whole nother war because niggas don't want shit to stay calm for some reason. Yeah, but the joke I was gonna say, so you're telling me she need a reason to live? As a Ida.
I don't get it.
Ida, Nita. It was bad.
Oh.
It's a terrible joke. Oh man, how long did that take us?
To finally get to this?
Mm-hmm.
Couple of months because you only played like once every couple of weeks.
Very true. And now that that's over, I can finally end the stream for the night.
Nope, you're not quite there yet.
Fair enough. What, do we have to get to the title card of Stormblood? You know how long it takes to get to the title cards in RPGs? Oh, no, hang on. It's about to start right now, actually.
Yeah. Did you turn off the music?
No. Quick march, the Imperials will soon come to their senses and must be ready to face the retribution. Because we fucked up. Only when I'm already on the verge of passing out, I blame the meatloaf plate I just had. You had meatloaf?
Yay, meatloaf. Do anything for love.
It is almost time, Father. And for... Everyone who was over there... You know what? Never mind.
What's up?
Nothing. Nothing. Very well, little bird. Oh, God. Bro. No! Put me for the both of us. Why did he mention Ilberd?
Oh. Ilberd used to be his bro.
Right.
So he's saying that he's gonna carry his torch. He's gonna carry on, as in, he was doing this for Alamiga.
Yeah.
It was not exactly the best way of doing it, but he was doing it for Alamigo.
Right.
Alamiga.
My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports, alright?
We didn't want to pay for animating voice flaps anymore, so we put the helmets back on.
Unknown. My spies told me the Domans called it Shinryu, and that it's a match for Omega. So coming days promise to be interesting. Most interesting, he says. Deal?
Sephiroth.
I was about to say Sephiroth. At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to the eastern skies and behold their crimson hue. A dawn of liberation gathering storm of blood. And I guess that's it. I guess we're there.
Talk to Alphanaut real quick. I want you to hear the music change.
The music change.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Alright, I'm probably off.
Yes,
Any little
sir.
Dragon Quest find and hit the hay. Night, y'all. Alright. See you, Jay. Have a good night, man. I'm about to end the stream soon myself. The music change, you said.
Mm-hmm.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly.
Oh.
And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
Oh.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea.
Right.
To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Yep. Sounds right.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Come on, Lise, you can do this.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Count me in, baby. As if you have to ask.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I trust you have no objections.
Shouldn't have any objections.
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
Uh-oh.
Is it that time already?
Yes.
Thought it was 2 o'clock. Well, that's it for the night, y'all.
Oh, no, it's actually 1 o'clock.
It was 1 o'clock. Did I not do my math right? Because if it's Pacific time, then that would be 3 hours ahead.
Oh, well.
2 minus 3. Yeah, I don't think that's... Oh, okay, whatever. But anyway, thank you all for joining us on this stream tonight. But the servers...
We got it just in time.
The servers on FF14 have gone down for maintenance for the day, so...
For the new patch.
Yeah, so what can you do? But anywho, thank you all very much for watching tonight's stream, and I hope you have a good one. Night, y'all.
Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time, whenever that is.
Yeah, we'll see y'all.